Just taking a look here to see if there's anyone else. Massilia is involved in a player war. Are you in this same war against the Lurkovonia? Yes, you are. Okay. You're also at war with Thuria, which is this little dude down here. That's nothing too special. Let's have a look from the Pisurian perspective. We have not seen anything from him so far, so it's worth having a look. You're the one doing the siege of Hyrcania, but unfortunately you are out of food, and you're going to start taking some hefty losses if this mountain fort does not get sieged right good and quick. It's just siege it, basically. Just do it. The thing is, though, these are free migrant cohorts. These armies, apart from this one matters. But this doesn't, and this doesn't, this does. I guess that last one there is there merely for the general, for the +1 to the siege tick. He's got more migrant hordes? No. Regular war hordes and horse archers. I love horse archers, they're fantastic. Pisuri migration is also sieging here. Just using migrant hordes to siege things. I mean, what's the problem with that? How soon is Babylon getting down here? He does have a fairly expansive road network that I believe he just inherited from the Seleucids, Persians, whoever ended up building them originally. So that's good for him. This guy is just a regional army keeping Persis under control. The thing is, the problem with Media is they don't even have the money to reorganize, because it makes their army cost 100% more. He doesn't have that kind of money, but he doesn't have the time to wait for them to reorganize naturally. I'd love to have a chat with him and see what he's thinking. It's probably nothing good. Media is in the same channel as Parnia, Pisuria. It looks like he might be trying to negotiate. How about we go listen in on that?
Is that even siege to you?
I don't know.
Hello, Lambert.
Hello. Just keep talking. I'm just eavesdropping.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's not so much talking.
Are you trying to negotiate? Is that why you're in the same channel?
Yeah. Like, he said he would give in. He made his thoughts to ignore Galsen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of ran over him.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be too much in the way of a fight back. Mostly because your generals, for the start of the war at least, were complete garbage.
Yeah, it's not the best.
So, what's the plan then? What's everyone taking?
I don't know.
Babylon is not
See
taking
in
anything.
a second.
I'm just here for
Yeah, it's
glory.
just kind of hard for me to jump back into like the nation and get immediate attack when I didn't play for like the last.
Pisuria, can you transfer the occupation of Ashgabad?
Yes. Let me see. Is that in Hyrcania?
That is in
You guys are like
Traxiani.
the worst decisive people to push peace out with I've ever played with.
Oh, yep. My bad. Here.
Alright, well, good luck. Did not look so good. Yeah. So, I guess a little bit of insider info. Jake came to me a couple of days ago and told me that he had organized a 10-player gank, in his words, of Babylon. Evidently, someone's gone and pulled a reversal card on him, because that, well, let's be fair, it straight up just did not fucking happen. And now that's painful, my dude. That is painful. Taking full states though, and I do enjoy that. I do like to see that. This is your nation is still underneath Media. Media looking a little bit thinner. He's been on a bit of a diet. Was this a part of it as well? I feel like it must have been. That's rough. That is rough. It's a big chunk of peace. a big piece of chunk. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. So the only player right now... Oh, hello, this is a new one. Athens is at war. Who are you at war with? You are at war with Magna Graecia. Is this a Macedon, Thrace, Antigonid Empire, Athens, Cyrenaica versus Magna Graecia? Who else is in this? We have no Etruria. No Etruria right now, not yet at least. Oh, Magna Graecia has a truce with Etruria. Magna Graecia has a truce with Etruria? Would that not mean that Etruria, Magna Graecia is the one that broke the peace, broke the alliance? What is going on here? Now, so let's have a look from the Macedonian perspective. This war is over Epidauros, which is where? Epidauros. Epidauros. I'm just going to have to search for it. Epidauros. It's over here. Siege of Epidauros in Achaia. Oh, it's a Macedonian Epidauran War. So yes, he's attacked Epidauros, and he has to take basically one city to get the ticking war score, I believe. You may have saved Illyricovonia, because personally, if I was Magna Graecia, I would say, okay, Illyricovonia, we can have a white peace. My troops are needed elsewhere. At the moment, though, he's sticking with the siege. I don't understand this. He really should not be sticking with the siege. Too many diplomatic relations. Only one of them is a player, though, so I don't care. Etruria, have you joined the war? Ancona, no, hang on. Why is Etruria not in this war? Now that is the golden question. And that is an awful lot of ships. 200, 260, maybe 300 ships, something like that. I don't think Magna Graecia's side has that many. Oh, actually, I may be wrong. That's about 300 right there. Now, that is interesting. If you have all of your ships all in the same place, you might be able to do it, but unfortunately, a lot of your ships are tied up with little city-states that really aren't that useful in this case. 130 ships as well from Massilia, which will certainly help out. Massilia is going into Cyrenaica probably after he's taken out... wait, this is Massilia. This is this is Tripolitania, of course. So yeah, after you've taken out this, maybe there is a case to be made for marching through Cyrenaica. Is Cyrenaica planning on going after you, though? Nope. Nope. He has troops... I assume he has troops. Where those troops are, I could not say. At the moment, I only see this 20k. Surely you have more men than that. Well, I'm assuming there is more than 20 men. Let's be fair. That would be silly if he only had 20 men. He's got another 14 here. He's got another army. No, this is 20... This is your entire army. How very strange. Okay, that's interesting. Tactics-wise. What country am I? I am not a country. I am an observer. I can look at everybody. Because I'm just that damn good. So at the moment we're looking at this war. Is there anyone else joining that I have not seen? This looks like a huge war. I mean, Magna Graecia, have you given up on Greece? I mean, if you don't try and defend it, you will lose it. That's kind of guaranteed. You have an awful lot of Greece, and you can't just abandon it. But your armies are all the way over here doing, let's be fair, sweet fuck all. You're sieging a random city. This guy has already offered you peace. You should have accepted. You should accept. and then turn around and attempt, at least, to wage back this war. What the fuck's going on? Well, long story short, we have a player map mode here. Baron von Fu, Leo Benthal, Huskatten, and Erufalen have all banded together, and they have attacked Stoyan in Magna Graecia for his territories in the Peloponnese. For the entire game, we've seen Magna Graecia be allied with Etruria. That is, unfortunately, for Magna Graecia at least, no longer the case. They aren't actually allied again, but Etruria is not in the war. He will be able to join within the next 18 months, but if one more month after that passes, he'll no longer be able to call him to arms. If we have a look here, call to arms, he could do it. Wait, he didn't do it, but he could do it. Diplomat en route, and Etruria is in the war. Etruria is in the war, finally. So I guess maybe Etruria just waiting for this war against Veneto to be a foregone conclusion. But really, this should be abandoned. This entire Iberian adventure needs to be abandoned. This is the main thrust of your focus. It has to be. I mean, you merge all your fleets. Let's have a look. Actually, we've not seen Etruria's fleet. What is your fleet like? Weak. We can just call that weak. Looks like only 20 ships. That is not going to be enough to do much of anything. But we do see the Etrurians marching south. They're going to go... They could honestly go straight to Macedon here. But they are also at war with Dalmatia. And this mountain fort is going to be a little bit awkward to deal with. Although I guess you could take this and march south. Then you could get around this, but then you have to take this forest fort. So, yeah, it's going to be awkward. Fighting Macedon going through Illyria is difficult at the best of times. With it being a player war, it just makes it more difficult. Looking at the map mode now, it's definitely an east versus west situation. Cutting it down here, there. The west's attempts to get into the east, people are taking issue with that, let's say. And we'll see how that goes. I've got Athens involved in this as well. He's actually grown quite nicely, just not really enough yet. But Magna Graecia, you really need to abandon this. The siege has gone on for so long. The siege has been going on for 263 days. You know what? I'm bumping up to speed 2. I don't care. This should have been done a while ago. My apologies. Really though, this needs to change. This really needs to change. For some reason, the Phoenician cities that I built for Babylon have not completed. Which is odd, because I certainly started them. Also, I think I'm getting a nosebleed. That is unfortunate. Yes, I am. Oh god, that's not good. Let me hop into a call with Sebastian. There we go. Hey, we definitely used the right save. I don't know why they're not being built.
Like, maybe you loaded the wrong save.
Well, I didn't, because this is the same save that I did the doing the rework of India.
You can see that they're not built, so...
Oh, I know, I can see that, of course. And I know you can't cancel them either. If you build them, I will reimburse, is all I can say at the moment. I will... I can't do anything now, of course. I can do it after the game.
Yeah.
So I apologize for that. If it was my fault, then...
Okay. I can't build him myself. I don't have any political influence for that.
Yeah.
So I guess I need to wait.
Sorry about that, my dude.
It's okay, I guess.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just put him back in the wrong one. There you go. Alright, yes. I also do have a nosebleed, which is just fantastic. Perfect timing. Alright. There is a battle going on between Polyphrenia and Macedon, which, they're not going in the AI's favour here, naturally. But also Epidaros is sieged. That means that Magna Graecia has lost the war goal. Thing is, though, unless he just wants one city, then he's going to have to do more than just take the Peloponnese. He's going to have to make an invasion of probably Italy, because he would need 50 war score to enforce a peace of anything, and he's not going to get it with just this. He needs more, and I mean, the way you get more is you invade here, but that is much more dangerous. Of course, after the time's up on the enforced peace, he could definitely take one city. I don't think he's going to be happy with that. Personally, I wouldn't be. What we might see Etruria do here as well is feudatory Veneto. That would be a smart thing to do. But he can't, so he's probably just going to take the land. Also a smart thing to do. He could get a border with Macedon. That's possible right now. Of course, he will be wanting more than that. Mountain forts in the north would be very handy, naturally. And I wonder, can you... if you piece out this guy, which you can't because he's still in the war. Okay. But we may see him try and feudatory Liburnia. It depends on the culture. Veneto probably should have been able to be feudatory. They are in the same culture group, after all. Belisarius has left the game. That is Emporion. Well, that's nice. Emporion grew and now's gone. Helpful. Very helpful. I'll let him have a hot join attempt, but I am not very confident that it's going to work out. So, let's actually have a look at your technology. You're on tech level 4. We've got Magna Graecia on tech level... oh, January 1st. Magna Graecia is on tech level 3. We have Macedon on tech level 3. We've got Thrace on tech level 3 as well. Only just, though. Athens should be way higher. Yeah, tech level 7. We've got Cyrenaica at tech level 3. So 3s and 4s. Certainly Etruria being on level 4 is quite impressive at this early stage of the game. And yeah, it's looking like just getting these guys, getting rid of them, basically. Veneto has expanded quite far into the north. There's just got one more mountain fort there left to take. I'll let Belisarius try and get in. That's fine. But if it fails, we're only going to allow one hot join attempt per person now, because they're just so unbelievably unstable. Belisarius is a patron, so it sucks. But I can't do anything else, honestly. It's not fair on the rest of the players. I feel like hot joins increase instability. So the fewer we have, the better. Let's have a look from Magna Graecia's perspective. He's at negative 15 right now. The war goal is only at negative 9, so he will be going to about negative 31. Then when these are taken, he might be able to get to 50, but then the amount of land he's going to be able to take, it's certainly not going to be lower than 25. I mean, if we sue him for peace for just this, actually offer peace for just... now let's switch to Macedon's perspective so we can actually check this out. If a peace was to be offered, this is 18. That there's 39. Already, that's too much. So he's only going to be getting one city unless he invades Magna Graecia. You have the fleet right now. Will you have the fleet when it counts, when it matters, when they're needed? I assume everyone's building a fleet. That would be the smart thing to do. Still, Veneto is the focus of Etruria's attention, which I think is smart. Very nicely, the Etrurian allies, the vassal states, have taken over the Macedonian fort here on the border. It's a very shitty fort, honestly. This is bad placement. Especially considering this is also the provincial capital, although it couldn't be anything else but the provincial capital. Is Macedon going to try and defend this? Are you sending troops? You are. Are you sending enough troops? Because that's 11k with a good general. You're sending 13 with a weaker general. Added to that, these guys are little tiny city-states. They've probably got a much better amount of tech than you do. Frintania and Sabinia. Sabinia. Tech level 2, never mind. Frintania. Okay, I take it all back. You'll be alright. Crap. Alright, so Ellis is almost fully occupied now as well. I don't believe there is much left in the Peloponnese that is occupied by Magna Graecia. I will say, though, a lot of Magna Graecia's vassal power was located here. And they're not going to be able to escape this land alive. So that's a pretty big amount of war score. And a pretty big amount of power that you're going to be able to take over. Unfortunately, the level 9 is fucked off and left the level 2 here alone. Macedon would be pretty well pressed to just go and attack this immediately. I'm not sure why he isn't. Just go. Just go. Why are you waiting? You're probably looking elsewhere, to be honest. Here goes the last of the Magna Graecian troops in the Peloponnese. They'll be retreating to Kythera. It's not going to be long now. This army is going to be able to siege there, and that'll be that job done. When will the counterattack come from the Western Med Alliance? Now this is interesting. Fort. No fort. Fort. Another fort, another fort, and another fort, and another fort. That's rough. That is very, very rough. And the first fort that you're going to be able to get to... Sorry, the first time you're going to be able to get some supplies, some food, is with the last fort in this chain. Then here, this would probably be better off as the capital, although this is a city, so I guess it makes sense there as well. That's rough. I would not want to fight there. Not even remotely. When's the counterattack coming and where will it strike? You've got 103 ships here. What is the plan? You're moving to the border with Etruria. Where are you moving to? You're moving all the way around. Oh, speaking of, Etruria has annexed a lot of Veneto and all of whatever this guy was called, I don't remember. Stymphalia Dalmatia is right there. Macedon's backing him up. There's a fort being built on the border. That's smart. Fairly well placed as well. Another fort there, very well placed. Another fort there. It's okay. I would suggest a better placement would be on the island of Asperus, because to go around here you have to hit this place. Once you've hit this place, your only option then would be to go here. If this is a fort, you could not march further. If this is a fort, you take it, you can march forward. So I would say this is a bad fort placement, but we'll see. I think switching to Macedon's perspective would be interesting. We know where these guys are planning their attack. Macedon, though, I don't see any movement. I mean, obviously they've still got the Peloponnese to secure, but are they going to try and fight over here? Are they going to try and repel the attack coming through Illyria? Or are they going to try and fight Magna Graecia, you know, by crossing over the sea?